Oh, how's he gonna transport us? Sweet. Well, if that's the way it's gonna be, I'm gonna catch up on some movies. Let me turn my headset a little bit. I think last time we only had the first one, so now we have 4 more. Okay, cool.
The Murkle dreamt many dreams of the mysterious moon and the critters living within its craters, and of the ocean and its deep secrets known only to the sea creatures and the corals, and of the twinkling stars that had so much to tell, but they were too far away to be heard. All of it intertwined in a colorful tapestry. And so she woke with a yawn, so big it could have devoured the sun. She had slept for just about a decade. A decent nap by Merkle standards. She smacked her dry lips, looking forward to what the new dawn had to offer as she left her lair and went out into the cool night. Wait a minute, she exclaimed. Night? Where was the sun? Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Muggle mumbled softly to herself. Winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap. The Murkle had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades. Now that counts as oversleeping even by Murkle standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
Ah! Okay, well that's all we got now. Oh. What was that? Is that?
Welcome to Coalhaven, newcomer. Good to see a flame in these parts again. I'll be your guide tonight. This furnace here used to run on coal and fire, don't you know? But a thief stole all our matches, wasted them in greed, you see. Now the ghost has come to smite the wicked and punish the thief who killed us. Well, I guess that's it. That's a tour on the house. There's a bone right there in the snow. There ain't no place for a bone.
The bones of a thief, they are longing for their grave, but the giant furnace, reuniting them could break the curse of Coalhaven. The dark itself will find work for idle hands to do. These bones now yearn for the grave of the thief.
Your flame could bring back warmth to our graves.
Oh.
Oh, do you feel that? Something's changing. That furnace was the soul of the city. We used to worship it, us coal miners did. Fed it trees and fire like it was a hungry, angry god. This broken body's going nowhere, but yours is. Walk the streets, listen. Just don't believe everything the half-dead say. But the day of the dark shall come in the guise of a thief, in which the stars shall quietly pass away, while the houses shall be destroyed with intense heat, and the earth and its works burned up. The curse of Coalhaven's ugly and vengeful, a grave matter indeed. There are many bones out there, you know. Little keys, little keys. Your flame could bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms in our bellies dance again. The matches were plenty.
Oh. Didn't think I'd notice, did you? Oh, geez, it's right there, too.
Seen a ghost. Hear 'em shaking in the cold, the bone. sky if it were possible. But the dark itself stole her stars, turning the thief's sky as black as a cup of joe. And so the thief began to steal matches and lit them, hundreds of them, like little stars of her own. The crooked path to the house on the hill lies open. You hear the screams. There's a lonesome house and cool even upon the hill. A house of fire. We don't go there no more. But the day of the dark shall come in the guise of a thief, in which the stars shall quietly pass away, while the houses shall be destroyed with intense heat, and the earth and its works burned up. What do I know? I'm just some dead guy. Throw me a freaking bone, huh? There are many bones out there, you know. Little keys, little keys.
A death mask, forged from the mother's fate. It has something to tell, and a rag doll could help it speak.
This isn't my body. The fire, did we snuff it out? Did I save them? The house. It's ruined. Well, it wasn't supposed to go down that way. They locked the door, threw the key into the woods. Huh. There was so much anger, and now there's nothing. This body is so uncomfortable. While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods, with our door key dangling from its tail. I ran, tried to chase it, grab the key, and when I did, the creature turned around, and its face, it was the face of this whole town. The key, I have to find the key in the woods, where the wild things rest. The key. I have to find the key in the woods, where the wild things rest.
Isn't that a whole island? No, not the time? Okay. Self. I gotta assume I'm doing pretty good. I don't think I've missed any.
That's the key.
Oh.
Unlock the door. Please. I want to see my home again.
Oh. Grasping for something that's long out of reach, these bones want to be laid to rest in the grave of the thief.
Furnace is getting weak. Council says we're running out of matches.
We'll have to harvest more trees then.
I don't like it. Losing the forest like this.
Not like we have a choice.
Mom, Dad,
Oh, girl, you startled me.
they're coming here. All of them.
What's that you're holding?
It's just a match.
Oh no. The mother, the father, the daughter's the thief.
Bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms. With no matches left, we couldn't light the furnace, and the thief paid a terrible price for her burning greed. As the furnace died, one by one, so did we. But before we perished, the dark itself moved into our hollow husk, turning us cold and wicked. If I had a heart, I'd feel great shame for what we did. I'd feel great shame for what we did. The old man feels it too. Should have been long dead with the rest. He just wasn't ready to go. At least he has a reason for sticking around. This just in. A little bird whispered that the old man wants his song back. Now what the heck does that mean? Am I right? You hear him shaking in the cold. The bones are longing for their grave. I can't move, I can't do what I used to, but you have burnt clay. You're still able. Your hands idle. The curse of cold haven is ugly and vengeful. A grave matter indeed.
Us warm. Shame won't keep us
Oh, that voice. What I wouldn't give to hear her sing again. Those sweet, sweet tunes like fallen leaves of the trees that were. Such a waste. Such a shame. I wish I could hear her sing again. Just once. Just once. Oh, I know she stole from us. I know what she did to our town. But she could sing. This town's not much without fire, no. See, less without song. If I could just hear that lullaby one last time, I know I'd be able to move on. I know I captured it once in a melody-keeping head of clay, so she could hear her beauty for herself. But I dropped it in the woods that horrible night. I was mad, so very mad. Burnt One and Little Flame, will you help me? Please, I'm too weak. Find the clay head. Keep her of a song like hers. It went sort of like, oh, darn, I can't remember. If I could, I'd be able to let go.
Let me try once more. I'm not just able to grab the little song box. No, he needs like a permanent melody, I assume.
Please find the song. Find the clay head. It has to be out there somewhere. Meanwhile, I'll keep the skull safe. Yes, safe.
Songcatcher. The songcatcher cat keeps the lullaby of the thief. This is what the old man is looking for.
Oh, Burnt One, Little Flame, you found it. Does it still keep our song? Fire will tell. Little soul, you charming little wanderer, my life's companion and body's guest. Where are you off to now? I don't know what I thought would happen. I feel a strange warmth, but just as coal runs deep in the earth, so is the shame a part of me, mine alone to bear. Burnt One, small flame, I am grateful. but I will not surrender my loneliness so quickly. I needed to ferment me, season my soul. Please, leave me. Leave me.
Not in here anymore. Where did she go? The grave of the thief calls one last time.
The girl offered her burning match, her last star, but the cat could tell she needed it all for herself. Grateful for her unconditional kindness, the cat left her to her ghosts. Shaking the cold, the bones are longing for their grave. The door to the flame is open. It's already there. You just haven't lit it yet. Now, if you don't mind, a little spark. And just maybe we'll be able to die for real this time. In life, I didn't mind a little loneliness, but this is the worst. The furnace longs to burn once more. Light, hint, the hint, furnace, hint. Tourists. Heat up the furnace so we can rest.
How could this happen?
Take it. It's so heavy. Release me. Remove the shroud. Light the match. The match. Light it. Please. One last star. Light the match. Thank you.
gold trophy
the cat
urns.
finally settled in front of a
The tale of
giant
Coalhaven.
burning furnace. In its bright flames, she could glimpse a dark future. This did not matter to her, for now she was eternally warm and at peace.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Merkel asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Merkel had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed their gentle push south down the midnight walk and to the Darklands. Along the walk, she met the old soul fisher with whom she'd shared many a teacup in her days. Is that the Merkel I see? Another decade, another teacup, eh? He chuckled, but the Merkel sure wasn't in the mood to discuss teacups. Who took the sun away, soul fisher? Surely it wasn't caught by your hook. After pondering for a good minute, the soul fisher answered, well, there have been whispers among the fish and corals about a loathsome, hungry Mulgrim roaming the swamps. Perhaps it knows. By the time the soul fisher looked up from under his big hat, the Merkel had already continued down the road. After a long while of following oversized snail-like tracks in the mud, trudging deeper and deeper into the mushroom-ridden swamps, the Merkel heard a harrowing howl. Up on a hill stood a looming figure, dark and still in the quiet of the night. Lo and behold, the Mulgrim, she thought to herself in slack-jawed awe. She greeted the creature with a quivering voice and, unable to restrain herself, asked, "Do you know who took the sun away?" Talking to monsters had never been any Merkel's forte, but this meeting proved spectacularly disastrous. Barely escaping the gnashing teeth of the Mulgrim, she managed to escape by jumping into a lake, following its stream away from the swamps. Although the Mulgrim was far behind her, she could still hear its melancholy howl. Mad with grief, she mumbled, "As I will be, unless I find the sun again." Tired from running, she searched for shelter and found a dark, dank cave. Cozy, even by Merkel's standards. The wind blew cold in the cave, its whispers strangely soothing to the Merkel. As it turned out, the whispering belonged to a pack of starving crawlers who'd begun circling her, their language known only to the dark itself. What are you searching for, little limb tree? They sounded in guttural unison. These are dark days, and your kind does not belong anymore. The Muggle gathered her courage. I am looking for the sun. I know you crawlers eat fire for dinner. Did you eat it? They sniffed her lantern hungrily, and instinctively, she offered its flame to them. The crawlers cackled like mad chickens. Keep your fire, Clayling. Take it to the dark itself. Mayhaps there you shall find answers. Before the poor little Murgle could shriek, the crawlers had gone with the wind. Knowing not where to find the dark itself, everything looked pretty dark to her. The Murgle found her way back on the road, further away from home than she had ever been. The hills were looking stranger by the hour. The rocks upon them seemed to move. They were the head people, a peaceful yet grumpy sort who didn't take kindly to somebody's perusing their lands. They muttered at her as she passed them, but she couldn't make out their words. What's that, little headlings? Are you saying you know who took the sun away? But the heads only grunted and rolled away, back to the safety of their huts.
Okay. Well, I think... yeah, there's only 4 more bits to our story. Oh, very interesting. I would really quickly like to mention, this is literally the moment I got the bronze trophy. Home is where the heart is. I have spent an entirety of 10 minutes inside Housey. Yeah, furthermore, with that out of the way, as I said shortly moments ago, we'll see you all next time on the Midnight Walk.